Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Living Life at Life View. I am your host, Dr. Veronica Garcia, and today I'm joined by an amazing part of the Life University community, Mr. Andre Clanton. Hi, Andre.
Clanton, and thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. I apologize. So, Andre, you've been at Life University for a little bit.
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you been at Life?
Let's see. So I was here from 2011 to 2012, and then I came back in 2015. So about 8 years now.
That's amazing.
Yes,
what a beautiful journey.
Yes, ma'am.
And
yes,
that
ma'am.
journey has taken you through different stages and positions. Is that
Yes,
correct?
ma'am. Yes,
Where
ma'am.
did we start to where we are now?
Okay, so I started out as director of student conduct when I first got here, and then some organizational changes, and I was assistant dean of community living, and then some more organizational changes, and so I'm director of conflict resolution and accountability.
That's amazing. That's a powerful job.
Yeah.
So what exactly does it mean to be the director of conflict resolution at Life University?
Sure. So my primary responsibility is holding students accountable for violating our conduct code. But really what we're trying to do is provide a transformative justice model to student conduct. So more than just student discipline, but really trying to engage students and help them grow and learn from the experience.
That's interesting.
Yes,
I love that.
Yes.
So what would be an experience of someone that has to meet you not out of we met you at Socrates Cafe, but has to meet you because there has been a referral? What does that process look like?
Certainly. So a student that gets referred to my office through an incident report would get a letter from me asking them to come in so that we could have an initial discussion about what happened. Excuse me. And in that discussion, I would talk with them about what the charges are, what their rights are as a student, and give them an opportunity to either accept or deny responsibility for the charge. And typically that's a conversation in regards to tell me what happened, and let's figure out what's the best way to move forward. Sometimes it's a matter of just having a discussion with the person that submitted the report so that we could resolve the conflict. And whatever it might be, we could talk it through and perhaps negate going through the entire conduct process. But depending on what the violation is, we may have to go through the process and make a determination as to whether or not we feel they were responsible or not responsible.
Understood. Understood. So quite some lengthy process.
It takes some time. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So what are, I guess, your highlights of your job for you personally?
Oh, wow. I think the biggest thing I enjoy is watching students grow from the experience. And there have been times when someone would go through the conduct process and, initially they'd be upset, they'd be angry about it, but once they get through the process and they understand how their behavior has affected everyone, and including themselves, and how it may have, damaged some relationships, helping them to rebuild those relationships. That's the part I enjoy. I enjoy helping them build relationships, getting back to the community, and learning more about themselves and how they affect their community.
It almost seems like you're fully describing lasting purpose.
Yeah.
To give, to do, to love, to serve out of the sense of abundance without the
ma'am.
expectation of nothing in return.
Yes, ma'am.
That's beautiful.
Yes,
Andre, I understand and I know that faith is a big part of your life and your daily living and your everything that you do. I understand that you're also an assistant professor somewhere else.
Assistant pastor at Sardis Missionary Baptist Church.
Amazing.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
tell me a little bit about that journey and how long you've been serving as an assistant pastor. I apologize.
Sure, no problem. So I've been serving as, and it's really associate pastor at Sardis Missionary Baptist Church in Kennesaw, Georgia, since August 1st. And I've been there, and since I've been there, we have reignited the youth ministry. We have started a hospice outreach ministry where we go to Ross Healthcare Center in Kennesaw to have service with those that are in the hospice. And I had the Voices of Life choir come and sing at my church.
Amazing.
Excuse me, this past Sunday, and it's just I just really enjoy spreading my faith, preaching God's word, and I really look at conduct as a ministry, to be honest with you, and that's sort of how I absorb and how I take it.
Absolutely, and it definitely shows.
Yeah.
Definitely, I think that when I was a student here, we used to see you walking or have a conversation with you, and there's always this beautiful sense of peace and welcoming. So I think that definitely sets you apart for a job that honestly can be challenging at times, because it is. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think it is a natural for someone to come in at first with just, oh, I don't want to deal with this right now. But like you said, to see the growth as you go through the process and just being able to have a person like you to guide them, that's beautiful. That's amazing. Thank you for doing that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And I also understand that you are working on your PhD.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk to me about that.
Yes, ma'am. So I'm attending Andersonville Theological Seminary, working on my doctorate of theology in biblical exposition.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And that's just around the corner?
Yes, it is. I hope to be done in January.
That's so congratulations, January 2024. Absolutely. That's so beautiful. Congratulations,
Thank
Andre.
you. Thank you.
Well, if someone needs some assistance from you, how can they contact you? Is there an email address for the department itself?
Student.conduct@life.edu. And you can always just email me there, or andre.clanton@life.edu, and I'll certainly reach out to you. I'm really into programming. I want folks to see my office as a resource and not just a place where students who are in trouble go. But we do programming on academic misconduct and also conflict resolution and how to resolve conflict without it becoming a violation.
And how, since you mentioned that, what are some tips that you would give someone that's wanting to, understand a little bit more about conflict resolution and how to approach it?
Sure. So first, understand that conflict is natural, and so you don't have to be afraid of it. And you really we should learn how to communicate and talk through our conflicts without being overly angry, overly aggressive, or violent, but just to have a conversation with someone that you disagree with. Let's talk with them about it before we make it an issue. But also, if you have difficulty doing that, if you're not one to be able to talk to someone like that, certainly come to me and I can help facilitate that. I could serve as a mediator for that, because that's really what we want to do. It's part of our lasting purpose. We want to be able to do those types of things, communicate and grow together as a community, and I think that's the way we can start.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for just pouring into our students, and thank you so much, because I think that you're an essential piece of how safely Life University campus feels like in the community-wise. So thank you for just pouring into everything that you do with love and service and just giving and doing.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you for spending a little bit of your busy schedule with us.
Yes,
I hope to see you very soon.
Yes, ma'am.
And to collaborate with you maybe someday.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
And to you, thank you for joining us on another episode of Living Life at Life U. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.